And the research is crystal clear. The minute you retire, that whole work thing decays fast, right? You can kind of think of your whole social architecture like an equity portfolio. Your family and close friends are fixed income. They're solid. They're always there. But the bulk of your work colleagues are like unvested options. I mean, you hit the end date, and you're on a time limit to either recontextualize those friendships outside of work, or they simply evaporate. But there's a whole bunch of steps that you could take to deal with that. And I think even, probably as important in the point I think you've been making a bit, this tool, this thing, the retirement strategy, TRS, it isn't for people that are 58 getting ready to retire at 61. The earlier you start thinking about, geez, do I have my social architecture in place? Do I understand my purpose beyond make enough money to retire? Because if that's the purpose, that's by definition done on the day you retire. Have I deferred my passions? Have I deferred my health? Have I been trading email for sleep in pursuit of this purpose called retire with enough money? And so I've been really excited to see people that take it as one of the questions we ask is, how far away is your retirement? And I either get, I'm not retiring, so that's a really weird question to ask me because I'm just going to keep doing different fun stuff. Or some people, it's 10, 20 years away, because the farther away it is, the more time you have to address all these things. It's the person at 59, 62, whatever, and they're thinking, I'm out next year, that if they don't have some of this stuff sorted, they got some work to do. The good news is what we see in the data, people work through it. They get through it. There's like 15, 20% of the people 10 years out have deep anxiety about this. And 2 years after, almost no one does. They find a way to resolve it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I want to hear more examples of interesting things that TRS has revealed to you, but I want to give my example first because this is one that completely blew me away. My wife and I, we split our time between the foothills of the Sierra Nevada and the coast in California, and I mean, we got it dialed in as far as we're concerned. But they're both suburban areas, and we go out and walk our dog in our neighborhood, and my wife turns to me regularly and says, "I can't believe we live here. It's just like, oh, it's just perfect." But something hit me pretty hard. I think it was your interpretation of what's happening within TRS, but it was something along the lines of, a neighborhood and a community isn't necessarily being able to go out. Essentially, in my mind, my interpretation is being able to go out and walk your dog in a nice area. It's like there's a difference between that and being able to walk outside and walk to the cafe or the bakery or whatever. Very different. I mean, it comes down to like city living versus suburban living, but it's not just that. It's a very, very emotional difference, and your connection to community. I've been rationalizing it like, I just have to drive 5 minutes to get that. But it is very different because those times I've spent in cities, it's a completely different vibe. So you ask yourself, where do you want to spend this time, especially once kids are gone and everything else? So I know